Well, good Sunday afternoon, grandkids. It's another time for our weekly Bible memory verse. Last week we did Romans 1:16. Today we're going to do Romans 1:17. And next Sunday we're going to do Romans 1:18. And Papa likes these three verses. They all begin with the word "for" in the beginning. That makes them easier to memorize. But this verse, Romans 1:17, says, "For therein is the righteousness of God revealed from faith to faith, as it is written, the just shall live by faith." I want you all to get in the habit of wanting to do good in everything you do, to please God in everything you do. And when you have that mindset of pleasing God, what will happen is you'll please your parents. You'll please your brothers and your sisters. You'll please your teachers. You'll please your neighbors. In other words, we have a higher calling when we have that attitude that we're living for a bigger cause than ourselves, a bigger cause than even our family or our country. We're living for the God of the universe. That will help you get through times where you feel things are unfair. And hey, this seems unfair to me, but I'm going to respond in such a way that it pleases God. And when you don't get your way, it gives you, and you remember, no, I'm going to please God through this, even though it's hard. And guess what? We all make mistakes. But if you can develop an attitude of every day, whatever you do, you want to please God. Oh, that's a great way to live. Here it is. For therein is the righteousness of God. The only way to be righteous with God is by believing that Jesus Christ died for you, by shedding his blood. They buried him and he rose from that grave. That is Pauline's gospel, the gospel for today. And when we believe that, we get the gift of Christ's righteousness applied to our life. We get the position of Christ applied to our life. That position can never be taken away. That's why I want you to really come to understand you need to be in the position of Christ. And then you live the path of Christ. You live out your position by always remembering whatever you do, please God. Please God. For therein is the righteousness of God revealed from faith to faith. There's two ways to look at faith to faith. One way you can look at it as you grow, you're going to grow from a little faith to more and more faith. Another way to look at it is from faith to faith is one person encouraging another person as they walk the path of Christ. That we encourage each other and we also grow in our faith. As it is written, look at this, the just shall live by faith. The just are those that have believed in the death and resurrection of Jesus Christ. And how do we live? We live by faith. We put our trust that Jesus Christ died for us. He shed his precious blood. They buried him and he rose from that grave to give us victory over death, eternal life to come. What a blessing. What a great way to live. One more time. Romans 1:17. For therein is the righteousness of God revealed from faith to faith, as it is written, the just shall live by faith. Love you all.